A stormy night in 1940, an urgent meeting is underway at an American military base. The drums of war are beating across Europe. German panzer tanks are decimating Allied forces. And in the hands of American soldiers, old, heavy, useless vehicles. A military general slams his fist on the table and says, "We need a vehicle that can go anywhere, survive any conditions, and save our soldiers' lives." Just 49 days later, the most iconic vehicle in history was born. This vehicle wasn't just a war machine. It became a symbol of freedom, an emblem of courage, and the dream of an entire generation. In today's journey, we'll discover how a military project transformed into the world's most beloved family car. July 1940. World War II is raging at full force. The American military faces a massive problem. Their soldiers are using heavy motorcycles and enormous trucks on the battlefield. But the reality of combat is different. What's needed is a light, fast, powerful vehicle that can traverse mountains, jungles, deserts, and mud with equal capability. The military announces a competition. They want a vehicle weighing less than 1,300 pounds, with four-wheel drive, capable of carrying 3 soldiers. Most importantly, this vehicle must be built in just 49 days. It was an almost impossible challenge. Over 100 companies received invitations, but only 3 dared to accept this audacious task: Willys Overland, American Bantam Car Company, and Ford Motor Company. American Bantam was a small company, but they had the most enthusiasm. They submitted the first prototype. But the problem was their production capacity. The military wanted thousands of vehicles, and Bantam couldn't manufacture them. Then, Willys entered the arena. Willys engineer Barney Roos was a brilliant designer. He examined Bantam's design and understood where improvements were needed. He designed a powerful engine, strengthened the vehicle's frame, and most critically, perfected the four-wheel drive system. In 1941, the Willys MB model was created. This vehicle weighed 2,160 pounds, had a 60-horsepower engine, and could travel on any terrain. But where did the name Jeep come from? Many theories exist about this. The most popular explanation is that the military called the vehicle GP, meaning General Purpose. Another theory suggests that in Popeye cartoons, there was a character named Eugene the Jeep, who could go anywhere. Soldiers jokingly started calling their vehicle Jeep too, and that's how the name stuck. After the attack on Pearl Harbor in December 1941, America fully entered the war, and the Jeep became their most crucial weapon. From the deserts of North Africa to the mountains of Europe, from Pacific islands to Asian jungles, the Jeep was everywhere. It didn't just transport soldiers, it saved wounded troops as an ambulance, served as a combat vehicle with mounted machine guns, maintained communications as a radio station, and even pulled small artillery pieces when necessary. General George Marshall said, "The Jeep is America's greatest contribution to modern warfare." During the war, a total of 640,000 Jeeps were manufactured. Nearly 500 Jeeps rolled off assembly lines every day. Willys and Ford worked day and night producing these vehicles, and each Jeep was saving countless lives on the battlefield. Soldiers loved their Jeeps. They named them, painted pictures on them, considered them companions. One soldier's letter read, "My Jeep is my most trusted friend. It has never let me down." The war ended in 1945. Millions of soldiers returned home, and with them returned memories of the Jeep. They had seen what this vehicle could do. They wanted to drive it in civilian life too. The Willys Company understood this demand. In 1945 itself, they launched the civilian Jeep, or CJ2A. It was a refined version of the wartime Jeep, featuring comfortable seats, improved suspension, and various features for civilian use. But initially, the market didn't respond enthusiastically. People thought Jeeps were only for farms or tough work. But Willys knew they needed something more. In 1948, they launched the Jeepster, a sporty, stylish model. And in 1949 came the station wagon, which was the world's first true SUV. This station wagon was perfect for families. It had 4 doors, comfortable interior, but also retained that indomitable Jeep capability to travel anywhere. In the 1950s, Jeep carved out a special place in American culture. World War II veterans took their children on weekend trips in Jeeps to the mountains, beaches, and camping sites. Jeep became a symbol of adventure. It was no longer just a vehicle, it was a lifestyle. Jeep started appearing in Hollywood films too, in westerns, action movies, everywhere. In 1963, the Jeep Wagoneer was launched. It was more luxurious, more comfortable, featuring power steering, automatic transmission, and even air conditioning. Wealthy families started buying this vehicle. Jeep was no longer just a farm or adventure enthusiast's vehicle. It became a status symbol. But Jeep's real revolution came in 1984 when the Cherokee XJ launched. The Cherokee was a game changer. It was compact, stylish, fuel-efficient, yet off-road capable. Urban families loved this vehicle. Young people thought it was cool. And suddenly, the SUV boom began in America. Everyone wanted SUVs, and the Jeep Cherokee was leading that movement. In the 90s came the Jeep Grand Cherokee, which was bigger and more luxurious, competing directly with Mercedes and BMW. In 1987, the Jeep Wrangler launched, carrying the direct legacy of that original wartime Jeep. Open roof, removable doors, that classic 7-slot grille. The Wrangler was the dream vehicle for off-road purists. It could climb rocky hills, cross rivers, drive through deserts. Wrangler owners formed a community. They went off-roading together on weekends, gave each other the Jeep wave on the road.
In the 2000s, Jeep became more diverse. The Jeep Compass and Patriot arrived, which were more affordable and suitable for urban use. The Jeep Grand Cherokee became a premium SUV with advanced technology, comfortable interior, and, of course, that incomparable off-road capability. Jeep was now selling not just in America, but worldwide. Europe, Asia, Australia, the Middle East. An active community of Jeep lovers formed on every continent. Jeep's appeal isn't just in its capability, but in its identity. When you buy a Jeep, you're not just buying a vehicle, you're buying a heritage, a history, a philosophy. Jeep owners consider themselves adventurers. They think they're different from others. They enjoy breaking boundaries. Jeep's slogan was "Go anywhere, do anything." And this wasn't just a marketing line, it was a promise. In the 2010s, Jeep tried to reach the new generation. They launched the Jeep Renegade, a small, fun, stylish crossover. Young buyers loved it. On social media, Jeep became a brand representing lifestyle. Millions of Jeep photos were being shared on Instagram and Facebook. Jeeps on mountain peaks at sunset, Jeeps on beaches, Jeeps on snow-covered roads. Each picture told a story. The Jeep Wrangler Unlimited came with 4 doors, perfect for families, yet with no compromise on off-road capability. The Jeep Gladiator arrived, a pickup truck with Jeep DNA. This diversity made Jeep stronger. Now there was a Jeep model for every type of customer. But Jeep's journey hasn't always been smooth. The company has changed hands several times, from Willys to Kaiser, Kaiser to AMC, AMC to Chrysler, Chrysler to Fiat Chrysler, and now Stellantis. With each change came fear that Jeep would lose its identity. But Jeep survived because Jeep isn't just a brand, it's an emotion. Jeep's greatest strength is its community. Jeep owner clubs exist worldwide. They hold regular meetups, go on trips together, help each other. An event called Jeep Jamboree happens with thousands of Jeep owners gather. They view each other's vehicle modifications, take challenges on off-road courses, and celebrate Jeep love. This sense of community sets Jeep apart from other brands. There's continuity in Jeep's design, too. That 7-slot grille, present on every Jeep since 1941. Round headlights, square wheel arches. These design elements are so iconic you can recognize a Jeep from far away. Jeep can create new models, add new technology, but never abandons these classic design elements. That's Jeep's soul. Today, Jeep faces new challenges. The electric vehicle era has arrived. Environmental awareness is growing. Jeep has launched its first electric model, the Wrangler 4xe. It's fully electric with zero emissions, yet maintains all off-road capabilities. It's a bold move. Jeep wants to prove that electric vehicles can be adventurous too, environmentally friendly yet capable of handling tough terrain. Jeep has shared a vision called Jeep Unite, stating that by 2025, every Jeep model will have an electrified version, hybrid or fully electric. It's a significant transformation, but Jeep knows that to survive, they must adapt. Yet they promise never to lose what makes Jeep special. That spirit of adventure, that capability to go anywhere, that connection with nature and freedom. The Jeep story is ultimately a human story. It's about courage, innovation, and dreams. It started as a desperate military need in wartime. It became the vehicle that saved thousands of lives. Then it transformed into a symbol of freedom and adventure. Today, it's the vehicle families choose for weekend getaways, that young people customize and proudly display, that adventurers trust in the most extreme conditions. From battlefields to family driveways, from war heroes to soccer moms, from desert sands to city streets, the Jeep has traveled an incredible journey. It has witnessed history, participated in shaping it, and continues creating new stories every day. Every Jeep on the road carries that legacy of toughness, of capability, of the belief that no road is too difficult, no adventure too daring. And perhaps that's why, after more than 80 years, Jeep isn't just surviving, it's thriving. Because in a world that's constantly changing, where everything is becoming more automated, more predictable, more controlled, Jeep offers something rare and precious. It offers the promise that you can still break free, still explore, still go where others won't. It whispers to us that adventure isn't dead, that wildness still exists, that we don't have to stay on the paved road. So the next time you see a Jeep, remember, you're not just looking at a vehicle. You're looking at a piece of history that refused to stay in museums. You're seeing a battlefield legend that chose to become a family friend. You're witnessing a machine that somehow captured something essentially human, the desire to explore, to push boundaries, to see what's beyond the next hill. From battlefield to family car, the Jeep story reminds us that the greatest innovations aren't just about solving problems. They're about inspiring dreams.